You know, I have a message for our MAGA friends. You are not allowed to be surprised. Oh my gosh, you're in the finding out phase?
Tulsi Gabbard, a dictator groupie, dangerously unqualified. Will your vote hand her all our national secrets? Kash Patel, a QAnon conspiracy nut who wants to weaponize the FBI.
Elon Musk, hailed for changing the way we drive, celebrated for sending rockets toward the stars. Now the world's richest man is using his power to do something unthinkable.
Well, guess what? You know why you got to the finding out phase? Because you fucked around.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., an anti-vax profiteer, ready to risk children's lives, cripple cancer research, and revive diseases.
Did you vote for Trump, thinking he'd make America great again? Well, brace yourselves, because the Lincoln Project has a message for you. No more excuses. Their new ads aren't holding back. They're like a political roast, grilling Trump's failed policies until they're crispy and served with a side of, "I told you so." Time to face the facts, Trump fans. Your hero might be a little off-key. Remember when Trump promised to turn America into a golden paradise? Yeah, well, it turns out his Midas touch was more like a rusty second-hand tool. Let's take a look at what our orange-tinted friend really dug up during his time in the White House.
Funding for life-saving medicine and science. Shutting down cancer and Alzheimer's research. Solutions for childhood disease.
Watching the power grab and illegality going on in Washington, it's easy to feel helpless, like there's nothing you can do. Don't.
Trump swore he'd make us all rich, but those tax cuts for billionaires, they didn't exactly rain down on the rest of us. While the fat cats were stacking their cash, the average Joe was hunting for loose change in the couch cushions. Now, let's talk numbers because, spoiler alert, they don't lie. Trump kept tweeting about a booming economy, but the wealth gap, that was growing faster than his Twitter feed during a meltdown. The top 1% saw their bank accounts explode like a Trump Tower taco bowl, while the middle class barely got any growth. Kind of like his vocabulary. Not much at all. Oh, and those amazing trade deals Trump kept bragging about as successful as a Trump University degree. Our farmers, bless their hearts, were left sitting on mountains of soybeans. Talk about a bankruptcy waiting to happen. These trade wars hit them harder than one of Trump's golf shots off course. And the farmers, they found themselves losing out on international markets, all thanks to Tariff Man's genius plan. Guess when Trump said he loved farmers, he meant he loved watching them struggle. America first, huh? Sure, if by first you mean last for American farmers. But don't worry, folks. All this economic chaos isn't just a temporary blip. It could have long-term consequences according to the experts. And by experts, I mean people Trump pretends don't exist. We're talking about a wealth disparity so deep it makes the Grand Canyon look like a sidewalk crack. The financial security of middle and lower income Americans, about as secure as a wig in a hurricane. And let's not forget Trump's big promise to create jobs and economic growth with those tax cuts. It was supposed to be tremendous, right? Well, shocker, it wasn't. Those benefits didn't trickle down to the average citizen. Who would have thought that giving more money to the already wealthy wouldn't help those with less? All right, what else have we learned? Trump's golden touch is more like the Midas touch of a dollar store knockoff King Midas. Everything he touches turns to, well, let's just say it doesn't smell like roses. Remember when Trump promised to make America's infrastructure great again? Well, his grand plans for rebuilding were about as sturdy as a house of cards in a tornado. Let's take a trip down memory lane and revisit the comedy that was Infrastructure Week. He tried to make it happen so many times. It was like watching your drunk uncle try to assemble IKEA furniture. Entertaining at first, but then just sad. Trump kept announcing it like a broken record. But hey, at least he was consistent in his inconsistency. Now, let's cruise down the highways of Trump's America. Buckle up, it's bumpier than his comb-over in a windstorm. Potholes so deep they could swallow a smart car. Bridges.